Deadline. We are at deadline time. Coffee. I'm almost done this coffee. I need to get another coffee. Always need more coffee. Check old tip ranks here. Pull that down. There we go. What's interesting here, guys, is for the month, this was 16% at the start of the week, but the gap between this portfolio performance and the S&P, the tip ranks portfolios, the average tip ranks portfolio, the best tip rank portfolio, they've also declined significantly. They were up around 6 to 8%. They're down to 2. I was at 16. I'm at 13 now. So still crushing this. I suspect that we may actually see the S&P and these tip ranks portfolios go negative on the year, or negative on the month, I should say, not the year. Go negative on the month. If I can stay above this 10% line, it's going to be a really great month, I think. This is kind of what I want to see, is my ability to create profitable trades in a unprofitable market, right? So months like this where you see the market decline and I come out ahead, that's exactly what I'm looking to have happen here. So on months when they're up, I'm up. On months when they're down, I'm up. That's kind of the hope. Now here, obviously, I'm seeing a bit of a trend where I was initially doing a buy month. So this would be a month where I buy assets. This would be a month where I sell assets. Morning, Saki. This would be a buy month. This would be a sell month. This is supposed to be a buy month, but it's turned into a bit of both buying and selling, and that's just because my long-term plays are coming into fruition into Q4. So we'll see how the month finishes up. I know that I took a bunch of options yesterday. You had a dream where a WPRT was mooning. Yeah, that would be amazing. I need to actually take a position back into that. I do. I need to get back in there. I'm not in there yet. Not in there yet. Space? Indeed, sir. Indeed, space. So, space guys, pre-market, we're looking at it's up a percent. It's up above that $23 line. It's just kind of floating there. I think what we're going to see happen. So this is really positive news. After the slowest quarter on record for space infrastructure investment since 2009, investment in this layer of the stack rebounded in Q3 to pre-COVID levels. So there's a massive amount of stuff here. 3.6 billion was brought in during the third quarter, the largest single quarter of investment on record. With just 3 quarters booked, 2020 is already the largest year on record for infrastructure investment, with 5.5 billion invested year to date. The increased involvement of these tech companies will serve us as yet another catalyst for growth in the sector, in the same way that every company today is a technology company. The companies of tomorrow will be space companies. So this is saying that space is a leader in this industry. It's one of the few tradable space plays. It's a genuine space play. I think that this is really strong news that we're seeing this. Now, really what we're waiting for, though, is the announcement of the launch date. We know that their window is on the 22nd. I suspect they're holding off until this stimulus strategy or stimulus expiry date from Pelosi goes by, so that they're able to actually just steal the headlines, right? Right now, everybody's talking the stimulus deal. And to be honest, anybody that's realistic, I don't think is expecting this deal to go through. They are still way too far apart. However, yeah, I mean, I'd say there's a 5% chance they get the deal to go through, that they're able to come together. But there's so much political motivation tied up into it right now, it's really tough to say. I know that Pelosi desperately wants the money for the USPS going into the election. So I'm just willing to see how, I'd love to see how far she's willing to bend in order to acquire that. Checking on the upcoming election, guys. As of this morning, the Democrat portfolio that we built out is up 12.4%. The Trump portfolio is down 2.2%. So not this is a reflection of how the election will go, but this is currently based off of the breakdowns that we did as stocks that typically do well under the Republicans versus stocks that typically do well under the Democrats. Currently, the Republican stocks are not faring quite well. The biggest detractors, of course, being DraftKings, Penn. It looks like the gambling sector, the casinos, are the big ones. What is up, Timu? All right, guys. So what we are going to do today is we will continue watching the feeds. We will watch the plays. I'll be around until probably 10:30. I got a bunch of stuff to do. I will not be here Wednesday and Thursday, guys. The wake for my wife's grandfather is Wednesday, but it's out of town. I got to drive into the Toronto area, so I won't be here Wednesday. Odds are I probably won't be here Thursday either. I'll be back Friday. So I mean, I appreciate the condolences, guys. The man lived an amazing life. Lived till he was 86. Got to see his grandchildren, his great grandchildren. He was able to attend actually weddings for his grandchildren. I was thrilled to know the man. He was an amazing guy. Worked hard his entire life. Started with IBM at a very young age. Worked for them for 40 years. Retired happy. Lived driving a tractor the rest of his days. So super happy man. Love the guy. He's in a better place now. We move on. It was a great life. It was a great life. If you guys have tickers you want me to check before I get all teary-eyed and blubbery like a baby, feel free to throw the tickers in there. I'm more than happy to put those in there. When I come back from getting more coffee, we will run our marbles for you guys to decide which ticker we watch going into the market, okay? So give me, 5 to 10 here. I'm just going to run and grab coffee. I'll be right back. SPAC, yeah, we'll definitely break down SPAC today. We're going to take a look at space today. Um, we're going to take a look at AMC today. We'll take a look at the options plays that I took yesterday. Some of them are already doing quite well, but for now, let's open up them marbles. Marbles, 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 marbles. Ttcf, yeah, I can definitely take a look at that. Arlo, yeah, can take a look at that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Bump, 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 bump. Where's the game capture? There's the game capture. Perfect. Click on a featured track to play it. Undeniable, unsustainable universe. Let's give it. Sun's out, guns out, baby. Yeah, no. Just felt like kind of chilling today. You know what I mean? What's up, Marty McSauce? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I will be racing against you today, as always. Nobody gets a free ride, right? Nobody gets a free ride. CBLI, yeah, I can add that to the list for sure. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Play to play, play to play. And I'm going to hit the start timer here. Eric, you made it this morning. Fantastic. Here we go. And they're off. Oh, oh. I'm honestly digging, guys. I'm absolutely digging the amount of subscribers that we've got in this. This is fantastic. You guys rock. I really do appreciate all of the support that you guys have been showing, all you new subscribers, all you new followers. You guys are making this a real thing. It's almost like I'm a guy that does streaming now, which is pretty cool. That hammer does not look like fun, though. Who's going to get hit first? Oh, oh, oh. Okay, okay. Oh, I got knocked. I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man. Rip, rip. Marty McSauce down. Down. He couldn't get out of the tube. Horonis is in the lead. Rampage up and over the tube. Abez Life coming up for it. Oh, oh. Oh, deal 2A. Gone. Oh, Erico Fallon. Gone. Okay. Horonis is trying to climb the stairs. Oh, somebody just got launched. I didn't see who it was. Oh, Timu. It was Timu. Rip Timu. Okay, I don't know that anybody gets through this. We may have to rerun here, folks. Oh, there goes Horonis. He's down. Okay, neck and neck. We got 3 of them. Who makes it? All 3 of them made the pipe. All 3 of them. Wicca did not. Sorry, Wicca. All right, 3 left. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Saki. I think you. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate, Saki. Saki's stuck. There. Yeah. Tube cucked. Tube cucked. We gonna see it? Is it Abez? Is it Abez who wins on the drop? Oh my goodness. Saki might win. If he can ever get out of this tube, Saki may win. But I honestly don't think that, like, just the timing of this, I think he's permanently stuck in here. Oh, he's out. Okay, he's out. He's out. He's out. Now, remember, guys, he could miss the pit. We could have a rerun here. So, I've never had a course where everybody dies. Oh, Pepe Hand's not like this. Ah, Saki wins! Saki wins! Winner, winner! Chicken dinner! Saki, you pick the stock, man. I like that course. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to go vote yes. I liked it. Vote up on that. Today is Space Day? Today is Space Day. You got it, sir. Space she be. So, for those of you guys that are new to the market, what we do is now that we have the winner after that long race, yesterday we watched Fastly. Today we're going to watch Space into the Open. I'm just going to examine the watch list here real quick. Again, guys, if you have any other stocks that you want me to look at right now, I've got Space, SPAC, AMC, Ttcf, Arlo, and CBLI. If you have a ticker that you want me to look at that's not on that list, shout it out in chat. I'll put it in there. You guys do have Connect Bucks, by the way. I've been doing a little bit of playing around with that. The only real thing that's channel specific is, well, obviously you can unlock the random sub emote, but also if you want to bump your stock up the list to be talked about sooner or immediately, you can spend your Connect Bucks to make that happen, okay? KMI, Soul, we have in the past, guys. I'd never mind revisiting, though. Go figure. It's never the same market every day, right? It's constantly changing, constantly evolving. Plays change, and with them, looking at them, I look at Soul last Wednesday. There's no way that looking at Soul last Wednesday and looking at Soul today is going to be exactly the same. So I never mind coming back to a play, especially if you are someone who's new to the channel, you're not a follower, you're not a subscriber, you're just here for the first time and you have a ticker you want to shout out, throw it out. It doesn't matter if I looked at it before. I'm more than happy to go back through it. It may be a little bit of a rush DD if there's not a ton of new news, but I'm always happy to break down whatever the tickers Taking a look at what's going on pre-market here, GameStop is back up over $14. Waiters up to $3.25 again. DGLY is taking quite a dip. It's back down to $2. I might be looking for an entry on DGLY. I'll have to take a look at their earnings. I can put that on the list too. I want to take a look at DGLY today. You can't see because I haven't showed you because I'm a tool. There we go. How do you think the market will do today? I reckon it could be a blood red by end of day. Market springs eternally hopeful. So if we don't get clarity as to whether there is a stimulus by the end of the market, I think people are bullish into the end of the market, and then we could see the firestorm of all firestorms tomorrow morning for Fuck Wednesday, which is really going to be one hell of a Fuck Wednesday. Space is back over 23 pre-market. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, unfortunately. AstraZeneca got another acceleration, so they're up today. Nikola is still up over $20. SPAC is down to 1260, which is great. I love seeing SPAC going down. It gives me an opportunity to buy. AMC has dropped to 319 pre-market on their revised Q3 guidance. They're just planning to screw the pooch. Oh, SRAC, OLN. Yeah, OLN is doing quite well. I saw them. They were one of the top gainers for the Republican portfolio. Shraku. I did get approved for the new Twitch soundtrack beta, but it doesn't seem to be working. I think I need to update either Stream Elements or OBS in order to get it to work. So I will do that later today and see if I can't get it all synced up and ready to go. But music may be coming to the channel simply because they're providing it. Hey, Chainmail, what's up, man? But yeah, overall, guys, I'm pretty excited for today. I'm excited to see what the market does, where it goes, how it moves. We are up a little bit from yesterday. SPY 343. Jacob, how you doing, buddy? We do have the SCOTUS appointment coming, and it looks like ET is up quite a bit. It's actually down from 605. ET could be a really solid play on SCOTUS, to be honest. It will depend on the election, but it could be a really big play. If we go to let's go to a year. A year ago, this was up at 14. 5 years ago, it was up around 22. Is it social? I don't know. I don't remember how to do that. I gotta work on my commands for sure. Do. Where are the commands on this thing? Chat commands. Custom commands. For some reason I turned it off. It may be because hmm. Ooh, a tier 1 sub gift. Shiny. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciated. Okay, I'm going to turn social back on because I don't see anything wrong with it. Let's go social and see if it shows up funny. Okay, so that was the problem. It was the spacing on it. It was kind of screwed up as far as the spacing goes. I don't really know how to fix that. Oh well. I don't think I have a shout out function. I think it exists. I just don't know how to do it. Give points, join, song, request, vote skip. I don't see how to do the shout out. Oops. 5 minutes till market opens here, guys. Just gonna see if we have any breaking news before we go in. I know there's a lot of earnings coming in this morning, so there should be a decent amount of news as far as that goes. Ooh, oh, another tier 1 sub gifted. Chainmail's in the lead on gifting subs, which is weird because I thought somebody else gifted a pile of subs the other day. Everybody's a sub. You're a sub, and you're a sub, and you're a sub. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hopefully, guys, space will go to the moon, and I will be able to make another icon. I will be able to make another icon. I'm looking at doing some kind of a space shuttle. I'd love to get a guy riding a rocket, like the slim pickings kind of thing. You know what I mean? This Doctor Strangelove thing where the guy rides the uh yeah, this one here where the guy's riding the bomb. Um but it would have to be I don't know that that would show up, right? I don't know that that would show up well on a tiny little emote. It would have to be super simple. I will reach out to the lady that did the other icons though to see if she has time to do that. So, but if space goes off, guys, whenever I make an icon, it's not a community suggested icon. It has to do with the plays that have paid out in a big way, and so space is lined up to be the next one. This will most likely be the next thing. Holy cow, you guys with subscriptions. You're killing me today, man. The love is so real. The love is so real. Everybody's just you have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. Oh, did we get a hype train? No way. Is 200% not enough? I don't know. The biggest plays that we've had so far are Waiter and BMY Merc. That's why we have Biopig and the Waiter icon. That's right. Um, Space is going to be big. ACRX is going to be a big one, I think. SPAC is going to be a big one. I don't know how many slots I have left, to be honest, for Twitch icons. I think I have. I think I have some tier 2 ones available, and I have a tier 3 one available. But I'm not entirely sure how much space we have. I mean, mind you, I haven't checked in a while, and you guys have been subbing like crazy. So I imagine they probably have given me um, a bunch more community. No, where is this thing? Where do you find the? I want to make sure that we're on the right ticker because Saki did win. So I'm going to open up space here, but I am just looking briefly. Is Verizon dead? I don't think so. I think Verizon is strong. I just like Team is better. By 1028, 25. I think it's going to go pretty hard, pretty fast into that. But we're going to cover that today for sure. You got a K-pop emote? Settings, stream. No, that's not the one. Channel, social links. No, moderation. No, partner. Where the hell do I find these icons? Viewer, viewer, streaming tools. No, that's not it. Man, I am such a boomer when it comes to this stuff. I really am. Roles manager, activity, followers list, channel points. No, it's not in there. Okay, achievements. Oh, look at all those achievements. Yeah. Stream summaries. No. Analytics. No. I have no bloody idea where these things are. Tactical Twitch Prime. Love it. Come in as a sniper on that. Where do you find your Twitch emotes as a partner? Can you explain what you mean by this? I thought you were excited for SPAC. If I had a dollar, honestly, would I put it into SPAC, Hillian, or Nicola? Are you saying you are excited for SPAC? No, I am excited for SPAC. I'm excited for SPAC into the hype, not as a stock itself. As a stock itself, I think it falls extremely short. I'm just playing it on the hype. Okay, this is saying click here. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, so okay. Space at the gate up to 23, and now it's going to bounce around here again. You'll see that yesterday we did something similar. Bounced up to 23, came back down, bounced up, came down, up, 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 down, 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 down. I think that we might see a very similar day of this, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, I can't thank you enough for all the subs. I'm looking at these numbers right now, and it's blowing my mind a little bit. So you guys rock. Super happy about the community that we're building here. You guys don't come in as degens and just kind of crap all over it, saying, marbles are riot, marbles are riot. You guys show up and you actually contribute. You give great stocks. We're able to bounce ideas off of each other, which is kind of cool. So we got that success. What? Hype train. That's got to be the first hype train I think that I've ever successfully done. So huge thank you for that, guys. Um, Emote settings. Okay, I found it. I have 2 more tier 1 emotes. I have 5 tier 2 and 5 tier 3 emotes. So I guess technically I've got like 12 more emotes I can create. So everybody gets an emote. Everybody gets an emote. What's up, Cut the Mullet? Jono, thank you so much for the follow, man. Much appreciated. So Space is actually doing much better than I thought it would. I thought we'd see a big decline out the gate, and it seems to want to hold close to this 23 line. It's going to be very interesting to watch over the next couple days. 22nd is the start of the window, and we are on the 20th now. I am not shocked. What's up, Cut the Mullet? I would not be shocked to get an announcement today on when they plan the launch date. We are getting really close here. Window's getting super, super tight. Oh, sorry. Domestic stuff. My wife is a brave woman who has taken herself and seven children, off to a vacation alone in an RV. The lady blows my mind, but suffice it to say, there are times when that amount of kids can kind of rattle you, right? So, seven kids, one mom, you're going to be outnumbered every time. For those of you that have that dad life thing going on, you know what that's like. You know what that's like for sure. All right, so I mean, I'm okay with it holding this window. I remember, guys, last week it's like, oh, as long as it holds 20, I'm happy. As long as it holds 20, I'm happy. Um, so I mean, here we are. It's still here. Typically, we watch for the first 5 minutes, guys. We are almost at the end of the first 5 minutes. It doesn't look like we're going to see a ton of additional movement right now on space. So, with that being said, the first thing that I want to do is let's head back over to. For me, I won't hold on. I probably won't hold on. I may hold on to a single option because I've got three. Um, but yeah, I probably will not hold on. Let's go here. Okay, so options plays, guys. Yesterday, I did take a 350 put against the AMC. I did take a $11 call for Kodak. I did take a 360 call for Spy, just for the memes, right? So these are meme plays. The Twitter as well. Twitter is a bit of a meme play. This one's going to be a loss for sure, I think. Um, Space is doing quite well, up 1,100 bucks on that play. ACRX is still up 400, but I've got it into December. ETM's into December. AstraZeneca is down quite a bit, but I mean, this is really into the vaccine race, so we will see. We will see what we will see. I may have been way too far outside the money on AstraZeneca, but we'll see what we see on it. It may go, but that's how the options portfolio is looking today. Um, I'm okay with being up 1,200 bucks, 1,100 bucks on a $300 investment. So right now this is looking good. I did not take the 23rd calls. I always like to give myself that buffer of another week or another month out. I always take the one after I think the play is going to happen. So with space, that seems to be playing out in my favor. I'm really happy with how this has moved, and we'll see how it goes. But like I said, I do hold three of these contracts. Chances are I may exit two, take the gains on those, and then just kind of go from there. Let the last one ride on the launch. I don't think there's anything that's going to go wrong with the launch, but we will see what we will see. Check out the portfolio for the day, see how we're doing. We are up. It's a green day so far. ACRX is back up a little bit. Portfolio still is just floating above the green line right now. But we will see what the day brings for us. I'm pretty happy about this. I mean, 20% essentially is kind of what we're floating around right now. 7,000 in, 2,000 out. It's not a bad little flip. But I am hoping on this moving quite a bit more here. So we'll see. I don't need to necessarily exit the equity right away on space, but and again, I have to. You know what? I'm gonna learn how to get some hotkeys here. Like I think that that's probably the best way to go, because I keep forgetting to switch the screens, and I think having those hotkeys set up to show you guys what it is that I'm looking at is probably going to be a lot more helpful, right? Okay, so news: Bodax Bio plummets 36%. Evofem, this is the new birth control that came out a while back. I was not hot on it. I don't like to go anywhere near birth control drugs. My concern with birth control drugs is oftentimes new birth control drugs have complications that don't show for 5, 10 years afterwards. And once they do come, not only have you ruined the women's lives that have been taking that birth control drug, but you also um, you also open yourself up to ridiculous lawsuits. Absolutely ridiculous lawsuits. And if you want to see a company that it was affected dearly by ridiculous lawsuits, not ridiculous, they're warranted, but like massive lawsuits, please check out Mallinckrodt on their opioid lawsuits. Okay, I'm not seeing. Not seeing anything here that's really popping for me. Novavax may be a play, maybe an options play on run up to them presenting their data. World Vaccine Congress in Europe this week. Agenda. Just want to see the schedule. Just show me the schedule. Don't be a jerk about it. Okay. 19th through the 21st. So it's either today or tomorrow. Novavax is going to put their stuff in. I have not been over SPAC yet. So, Space Guys, we'll get right into it now. We'll start breaking down the tickers. If you guys still have tickers that you want me to look at, you haven't called out yet, do that. As we run through the tickers, when we get through to the end, I will be dipping out for the day. I've got a bunch of stuff to do around the house to get ready to go for the wake. So let's start with Space. Space is first up. We've got the launch potentially happening this week. We watched it going into the market. It's not really up or down. It's kind of sideways. Good news about investments into the space industry, but the big news that's going to move this, guys, is the announcement of the launch date. We don't have that yet, so there's nothing else to look at here. SPAC. Okay, SPAC, guys, is on a dip, and this is fantastic. I was really hoping we would get another buy the dip opportunity with this. I'm hoping that I'm able to take the space earnings and move them into SPAC. So Fisker is getting ready to step out in the public market. The vote is on October 28th on the pending business combination. I don't see any way that this doesn't go through. So this is going to be a big deal. So October 28th is the deadline on that. So looking at the calendar, hopefully out of space by the 22nd or 23rd, so that I can roll that money into SPAC on the low. I will enter SPAC probably no later than Friday. I don't see any way that this does not. And note that there's a lot of people here that are saying the same thing, guys, that they're looking to buy in on the dip. Yeah. There's a lot of people having that same kind of conversation around SPAC, guys, of play this up until the merger, but not through. What we really need to look at on that for a case study is let's take a look at Nikola. And I know people are not a big fan of Nikola, but this is almost exactly the same thing. ACRX is a longer play. ACRX is into the into November, so they don't really conflict as far as timing goes. Let's go back the year on Nikola. Okay, so Nikola, guys, here's news that Nikola is going to. Well, it was TV IQ before. Nikola news hit TV IQ here, and then announcement of date happened here. People bought up. Came to here. The vote on the merger is the 28th. And then this is the day of the merger to the moon. And then on this day, so June 8th, June 9th, out. So for me, I'm probably going to get out here. And does that mean that I'm going to lose the potential gains of this? Yes, but I'm willing to ride this and then get it and take whatever profit I can on. That's my play on it. You guys make your own decision. Some people like to squeeze it for that extra juice up here. Some don't. It's really up to you guys. You may not want to play this at all if you're unfamiliar with the play and how it works. I'm going to throw the disclaimer in chat here. I am not in any way a financial advisor. Do calls change to the new ticker on a merger? Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. It's the same holding. They've just changed the name. So yeah, you do get warranted that change. I'm not a financial expert, guys. I'm just a trader in the market. Full disclosure on that. I am not providing any financial advice. Everything that's done in the stream is purely opinion. I'm here trying to teach you guys how to read charts, how to read the market, and make your own decisions and your own plays. I'm never trying to give you plays. I'm trying to teach you how to make your own decisions. It is educational entirely what I am doing here, okay? So make sure that you got that in your mind. This is not me trying to spoon feed you guys. This is me trying to walk you through the process of how you look at stocks, how you make decisions, what kind of things that you look at, the news, the FA. I don't do a ton of TA, but I mean, and typically, guys, I'm not going to be saying, well, this is a good idea to YOLO this or run this. I don't do a ton of options. I do a little bit of options, but it's typically paired with the same FA strategy that I use for my equity portfolio. So just so that's clear, all of you guys have that. Let's keep moving. So that's SPAC. My thoughts on SPAC is that we see this. Space got an erection. Let's see. How big is the erection? I love erection season. This is on the year, so it doesn't really show. Let's go to 2 days. Yeah, that's a decent little green spike. Back up to 23, right? It's holding this 23 line until we get the announcement. Once we get the announcement, it'll go up a little bit further. And then heading into it, I think, to the tank top. Do the tank tops get smaller with more subs? Unfortunately, no. They do not. Actually, I don't know that that's unfortunately. I think that's probably fortunately for you guys. AMC. Big old fall at the gate. It's starting to buy up here, but honestly, guys, I think that this is going to come back down. I think I'm just going to... Do I see AMC? I'll hold this AMC contract that I have until the end of the day. And if it's not profitable, it's not profitable. But I'm going to hold it into the end of the day, I think. Diminishing volume. I think that this is going to come down. I like these candles here. Like this is somebody trying to buy it back up, but I think it's going to come back down to this 315 line, and then there's a big buyer there that causes this spike. But I think that this is going to decline back down as the volume declines. Where do you think SPAC will go on the voting day? Okay, so guys, SPAC right now, in my opinion, my price target on SPAC is 25. I'm actually considering doing something crazy here. I'm considering exiting ACRX to put into SPAC and then getting back into ACRX after. I'm gonna have to think about that. I can't just do that. Voting date is the 28th. Okay, AMC guys, that's the dip. The news was they had opened up more theaters. The market initially took that as good news. It is not good news. Yeah, of October, Abez. Yeah, I think it's a week or two before earnings. So what I have to look at, and I'll put that down here for the end of the stream, just to remind myself to take a look at this. No problem, man. Yeah, I may consider exiting my ACRX position in order to Put that in SPAC and give me a little bit more time on space. I mean, worst case scenario, what I do is it's like a three-way cycle, right? Like I would exit ACRX to get into SPAC on this low. I would then take my space earnings and buy into ACRX with those, right? See? See? Look at that. Look at that. No brainer. Diminishing volume, red candles. This is going to come right back down. And I tell you, it hits that 315 line. You're going to see a buy up again. And as soon as this guy gets blown out, I don't know how much further down we go, but we are going. So that's AMC. Next one we're going to take a look at, guys, is Ttcf. Now, this is a newer one. So me looking at the chart is not going to do me a ton of good. Yeah, I know. It's on a real ticker because I put in two. Ttcf. Tattooed Chef. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Ttcf. I mean, what's interesting here is I'm not seeing anything come up other than this FMCI thing. Was this a Tattooed Chef and Forum merger to FMCI inked a deal for a business combination that will introduce Tattooed Chef as a NASDAQ listing company. So they're a SPAC. It's a SPAC play. Space is up 4%. Phenomenal. Phenomenal cosmic powers. Go, space, go. Show me the money. Yeah, I'm up 300 bucks on that today. So that's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. 2350. Do we just blow through 2350 here? Yeah, it's still going. Come on. Come on. All the way to 24 today. Just go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, my options are up. I'm going to exit this AMC. Sell one at... Sell one at 45. Submit. Approved. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. And space comes back down. I'm still at $330 on it. Options are up nicely on it. I'm okay with this. Yeah, no, I'm not showing you guys the actual plays I'm taking. I'm sorry. I'm going to work on those hotkeys and get that all fixed up, but I want to stay here. So this is a SPAC. It's a similar play to Beyond Meat. It will be traded under TTCF, but currently it's traded under FMCI, which is interesting because I think that we were able to pull up TTCF, were we not? TTCF, yeah, it's there. So this is going down in a big way here. This may be a buy the dip. This may be a buy the dip. Comes down to this 18 level. This may be a buy the dip on TTCF, guys, but it's like a Beyond Meat play. Anybody, no idea why Tesla is dipping so much. All right, I made $8 on my AMC put, so that's a win. 32 in, 8 out. I'll take a 25% gain on the day. Not bad. I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. Okay. Gotta focus. Doing too much here at once. But yeah, TTCF could come back down to the um 18 level here where it was at. If it falls to this 18 level, I like it. It shows solid support here several times. So if it comes down to 18, that's great. It could be a buy the dip opportunity if you like this sector. I'm not a huge fan of the sector. Okay. We are going to just hop over quickly to take a look at Tesla and see what's going on there. It's not really a huge dip. Let's go to 2 days. Maybe it looks bigger than it is. Okay, that's a decent dip, down to 422. We all know that this is big brain strategy for Musk to get it down to 420.69 though. So like, don't don't sweat this. It's not a huge deal. Arlo is the next one we are going to take a look at, guys. This is also a new ticker for me. Arlo Technologies. Okay, $5. Looks like it's a low float stock. Let's go over here. Smart connected devices to monitor environments in real time with Wi-Fi cellular connections. America, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia Pacific offers Arlo security camera, battery operated Wi-Fi security camera, Arlo Q Plus. Motion detection, baby monitors, advanced night vision. Based out of California. Q2 results are here. Earnings are on November 5th. Revenue estimate is 90 million. So they're estimating, horrendos, 5 months resubscribed. Holy cow. Really? Well, sir, I think you may have the lead. I don't think anybody else has been subbing that long. You must have been one of the OGs, Horendos. OG. That's crazy, man. Huge thank you for that. It's crazy to think that I've been doing this for 5 months. Can't have been that long already. Bonkers, I tell you. Bonkers. Um, Crazy. Just crazy. No, sir. Definitely not late to the party. All right, so the earnings on Arlo, guys, they're looking to bring in 30 million more over the past quarter. I think this is an overextension, and I think that this misses. I think Arlo is going to fall. Have you watched the SVA news in Brazil? I have not. I can add SVA to the bottom of the list here. CBLI is next. This is another one. I love this. I love new tickers, and this is why I love Twitch. I love the community over on YouTube, guys on Twitter. When they shout out a ticker, I think it's a really powerful tool because it allows us to get different viewpoints from different people. Now, Cleveland Biolabs is particularly of interest to me because I believe these are the biolabs that are doing the independent. Their FDA said their vaccine is safe. Yeah, that doesn't mean much to me because Sinovac was the same thing, right? Sinovac was approved in China. I don't know that it's taken off of the halt yet. It did have a halt at one point. Oh, we are talking about Sinovac. SVA. Yeah, it's halted. Can't trade it. Uh, the Chinese government approved it and it is selling right now, but the SVA is halted. You can't trade it. There's no way. Unfortunately, because when that thing opens up, when the thing comes off its halt, expect it to just run a mile, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. All right, Cleveland Biolabs, guys. This stock here, I think. Okay, so this is a planned merger with Cytocom. Um, Cytocom is gonna be the owner. So Cytocom is not publicly traded. This is coming off the market. Um, AGIO, yeah, I can take a look. I would stay away from CBLI. If it's going private, it's going private through this merger. I wouldn't go near it. um, unless it's planning on Cytocom, and also the later will be the majority owner. So it's not taking itself off the market; it just has a private owner. I'm not a huge fan around that. I would probably stay away from this. Okay, AGIO. You spent the coin. You get to go first. So AGIO is what we're looking at next. Um, So it pulled an application on Friday, so it's going to be down. There are a lot of analysts on the tip ranks with an upside at $94, and you don't know why. Okay, so guys, again, with bio, the process needs to be this. Step one, check their company, check what they do, check their profile, check any recent news. Tipsovo and their European marketing application has been pulled, so that's one of their major candidates. The next step is you go to the website itself, okay? When you head here, go to their pipeline and review what they've got going on. So they've got 2 approved drugs. This one they've pulled from a European marketing application. They also have so this is phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and then PDUFA. So right now it's got 2 drugs phase 2 heading in for phase 3. It's got 2 drugs with PDUFA. This should be about a $30 stock. When a company has 1 approved FDA drug, it should be about $15. 2 should be 30. 3 or more should be upwards of 50. And then you just run from there. So you would have to do a breakdown on these. These are phase 3, phase 3. This is why people are so bearish on, or so bullish on this, because it has 2 possible phase 3 candidates. That's why. I would have to do a deep dive. I'm going to put a star next to it so I can do a deep dive into what their actual medical reports have to say on these drugs, and what we're looking at as far as approval goes on it. But with 2 additional designations and 2 already approved drugs, it's pretty big. Am I out of WPRT? I am currently out of WPRT. Yeah, I'm not currently in the play. Why? What's it doing today? WPRT is up another 2%. Yeah, it's just bouncing around here until it gets that news. So, no problemo. Okay, KMI is next, guys. So let's get out of there. Let's go here. KMI. Kinder Morgan. Natural gas pipelines. Again, guys, this will do well on the Supreme Court. I prefer ET, but Kinder Morgan would do solid on the Supreme Court ruling, and if we can get a Republican government. Republican government. So they did get an initial hit on the news that they got approval from the ecology department in China, but there was an additional requirement for road approval. Bot Tizer, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Tessier, not Tizer. Tessier. The WPRT was waiting on news from China for approval of them working with Weichai Diesel Automotive. They got the ecology approval that, okay, this is safe for the environment. But the second approval is going to be on their ability to function at high altitude and low temperatures. Now, the company was founded in Canada. This technology was tested in Canada. There is a very low likelihood that this does not operate in those conditions. It's a question of timing, though. China has to get around to approving it, and they still have not. So their last earnings, they had projected they would see the ecology approval sometime before the end of the year. We have no idea when we'll see this approved from China. Could be any day. It could be next minute, and I'll miss the play. It is what it is. But yeah, Kinder Morgan is going to be a pipeline play. This is going to be a play similar to ET, where you're waiting for the Supreme Court Justice, the SCOTUS nomination, which is tomorrow, to go through, followed by a Republican government to push this through. The next one we're looking at is Sol. This is one we've looked at in the past, guys. This is a solar play. Renesola. Bum, 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 bum. So I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. Renesola is the new king of the power market. Global response to COVID, reshape the future of energy, renewables starring roles, solar will take center stage. I see solar becoming the new king of the world's electrical markets due to ongoing impacts, yada, yada, yada. Oil is unvulnerable. Agency expects coal demand will not return to pre-coronavirus levels. Okay, I'm not sold on that, DD. I think that we will see coal and oil return. There's no doubt that solar is going to be a major player. I don't see why this company would be the player. This is a no-name trying to come up. They build power projects, that's true, but there's a lot of other guys doing that, and they fail to recognize that Tesla is the world's largest solar manufacturer, and I don't think these guys have a hope in hell of competing. So it's great that it's up to $4 on the hype. I would stay, in my opinion, I would stay away from this in a big way. DGLY, this is my security favorite, right? I'm always a burger man. I'm always a burger man. Don't get me wrong, I love the wings, but I am a burger man through and through. DGLY. This is the security play guys that I like. They do body cameras. They do dashboard cameras for police officers. They also are doing something called a thermoview tent, which is if you've been anywhere that has those COVID screens where you walk into the tent and it checks your body temperature to make sure that there's no fever or whatever. They make those as well. So no news since September. So this is a great buy the dip opportunity. This comes down to $2. I really like it at $2. Ideally, I do see it going back up to that $6 range. I should put a star next to DGLY because I got to make a play into it. But their earnings isn't until 11/14, so there's time for this. This isn't a rush play. There's still time on it. So that's potential options play. Let's take a look at that. Where is DGLY right now? DGLY. November 20th would be post earnings, so I'm okay with that. A 250 call is $25. Do I go the... I think I'm going to take 3 of the $4. Do 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 do. Why not both? It's too much for one man. It's agreed. It's agreed. I just want to get into the position here, so I'm going to update slowly, see if I can't get them to come down a penny. I'll leave it at 9 and come back to it. Depending on how DGLY moves here. It's not really clocking up, so hopefully somebody comes down. Can you link that SPAC article? It's on Seeking Alpha. Let's see. So go to Seeking Alpha, type in SPAC. Voila, SPAC. I don't know what all that other stuff is that fell in there, but no problemo. Okay, SRAC is the next one. SRAC, guys. Let's take a look at this real quick. Stable Road Acquisition Corp. This has something to do with Momentous. This is, so just so you guys know, this is a personal preference of mine. This is one of the rules that I have. If I go into a company profile and I see this right here, Stable Road Acquisition Corp does not have significant operations. It intends to affect a merger, capital stock exchange, acquisition, yada, yada, yada. This means that they don't make a product, they don't have a service, that they are literally just looking to buy somebody else's work, which is great for a lot of these SPAC companies, but I want nothing to do with this. I want absolutely nothing to do with it. And that's just a personal rule that I have. If I go in and I see that that's the case, I'm not going to make a play on that. So SRAC is not something that is appealing to me. I understand that you've got this Momentous deal coming up. But for me, space is the play. I don't know that Momentous. I haven't done my work on Momentous. I haven't done the due diligence. Isn't SPAC the same way though? I don't think so. Is it? I may have broken my rules with SPAC then. You're right. I have broken my rules with SPAC. The thing with SPAC is, so yeah, I mean, here it is. There's always an exception to the rule, and I know that that's really bad for me to just say, "Oh well," but I've got an exception because this is a play that I want to take. But the reality is, when we were taking the short plays, Martini Rena and myself, and we were working out that strategy of shorting massive plays, there was a sector that constantly went against us. There were a couple of them that constantly went against us. Bitcoin was one of them. Anybody that does Bitcoin mining or is involved in Bitcoin, whenever we took a bet against them, it hurt. Covidians also hurt us. The last one was EV. EV, in a very serious way, is an attractive industry to retail traders right now. Space, unfortunately, is not quite the same. Space is a little bit more iffy, and you're not sure where it's going to go. So if I had to make a play into something like this, Fisker is a play into the EV sector. It's had a lot more hype, a lot more news. Momentous has only come out in the past week. So for me, the SPAC play is more on EV than it is on SPAC itself. I'm playing the retail traders are too hot to trot for EV right now, and I'm going to try to cash in on that overreach. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. That SPAC is much the same, and I should have guessed that, actually, knowing that this is going to be a SPAC merger, SPAC, not SPAQ. I should have known that SPAQ is one of these companies. So thank you for pointing that out. Definitely want to stay legit to the rules that I have. I will still be taking the SPAC play because, like I said, EV is EV. If I'm going to play a space play, I'm going to play people that are actually launching things into space, and Momentous is not there yet. Olin, guys, this is the firearms play. This is a big one. It's done quite well for itself through the month of October, from 12 up to 18. For those of you that brought this up and have been bringing it up, congratulations. It's crushing it. OLN, guys, I think ammo and gun stocks are going to do quite well into the election, regardless of which party wins. Now, could this go a ton higher? The highest it's ever been is up by 40. So I would say 25 as reasonable as possible, at the very least, on OLN. Guys, huge shout out, by the way. I know you guys see the chat every day just scrolling through here. That happens by Restream. I'm a huge fan of it as a streamer. They were massive supporters of the channel. They are not still sponsors, but I'm going to honor the sponsorship into the end of the year. They are an amazing tool. It really depends on what happens. If there's not a peaceful transfer of power, those gun and ammo stocks are going to keep running for sure. All right. ACRX back. We are at the end of the day, guys. Unless you have other tickers, I am gonna go fill up my coffee. I will be right back, and then I'm gonna do a breakdown of kind of my thought process, and I really have to wrestle this out for myself of what am I gonna do as far as juggling and shifting plays around right now. So, coffee, and I will be right back. I have not exited space. No. I'm still coming to a decision on space, what I'm going to do with it, but I have not exited space. All right. So right now, what I am wrestling with. Hey, look at that. CYDY's up. Go, baby, go. Um, I need that to really come back in a serious way, but price target on ETM, somewhere around $6. Have you ever looked at Cala? I have not. I don't think. Cala Pharmaceuticals. Is it a pharmaceutical company? I may have. Okay. So what I am wrestling with here is: do I exit ACRX? To enter SPACU? SPY's coming down. When is the ACRX earnings? This is crazy that I'm doing this, but I think I might be doing this. Um, I'm not bailing on it. I'm not bailing on it. I'm going to come back to it, but the money into SPAC for next week, given that it's currently on this dip, is quite attractive. I think what I'm going to do is it sold 10 shares. Really? Okay. Okay. So what I did was I've sold half. Buying power is 65, so 6,500 divided by 12. $500 at 1201. Okay. All right. Please stop, Mr. Millennial. You're killing ACRX. Now, guys, I did not close out of my entire position of ACRX. Okay, so let's go here. My holdings. Um, so now I have 34.80 at $1.72. 34.80 at $1.72, and then I need to add a ticker, and it's SPAC. And SPAC, I now have 500 shares at 1201. Okay, what's done is done, ladies and gentlemen. So out a little bit, with a little bit of profit on half of the ACRX. It balances out my portfolio. I'm sorry for all of you guys that are in there that it made it drop a little bit. Um, yeah, I mean, I you got to do what you got to do, right? But I am in SPAC now. I'm a big fan of that. Um, yeah, I mean, going into next week, I think I just SPAC feels like the better play for me, to be honest. Um, Uh, don't rest assured, I have not abandoned ACRX. I've just managed the portfolio, right? So what you see here is a more equal weighting across the portfolio. Instead of there being a large 40% position, now it's properly diversified across a variety of stocks. Everything in my mind tells me that this was the right play to make, but you guys have to do your own due diligence, come to your own conclusions. In my mind, this was the direction that I had to go with this. I have to give space a couple more days. It's not done cooking. It's just not done cooking. Space has so much more potential in the immediate future. So I am able to exit space and put half of that back into ATRX and half of that into SPAC to balance out the portfolio heading into next week. Um, Virgin Galactic is higher in a move being attributed to positive comments from Jim Chanos on investing in space companies in general. Shares of Virgin Galactic are up 4.5%. Virgin Galactic is one of the stocks mentioned in Seeking out Alpha's catalyst watch for the very high short interest position on the name of a space flight expected from the company within weeks. "11 states are suing Google. Texas, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Missouri, Montana, South Carolina all have Republican attorney generals." Space is ready. Space is ready, we say. Let's see. Space. Man, sorry, boys. I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this is a buy the dip for you guys, right? Um, my loss is your gain. Well, actually, my gains could be your gains because I won on that. But um, yeah, it looks like that 23.90 line is a stopper for space, but for sure, there's definitely opportunity here. Um, it's just a waiting game. That is it for today, guys. We're 10:30 already. It's been a wild ride. Is there anything else you guys want me to take a look at before we head out of here? Speak now or forever hold your peace, ladies and gentlemen. Timmy eats too much. Thanks for follow, man. I will be back. Remember, guys, Wednesday, Thursday, I will not be here. I'm at a funeral. I'm at a wake. But Friday, I will be back full steam. And remember, guys, OCGN for March. I am liking OCGN for March. Yeah. Um, Remember, guys, Friday I will be doing the subscriber marbles to end the week. I forgot to do that last week, so I will make sure to do that. I love all the stars, guys. I really appreciate that support. Can't say that enough. For all you guys, whether it's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, prime subscribe, doesn't matter. You guys rock. Have an amazing day. And I guess what I should do is send you guys over to. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your beavers. For all you out there watching, ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing day, and I will